I have a fun show planned for us today where we're going to be talking about what to do when we're getting so close to the big day. But we know that we're wanting to stay away from those really hardy in-person corrective treatments. So oftentimes what we see as estheticians is that at this point, we're 2 months away from the big day. And this is about the time that we start to get clients coming to us in clinic and saying, I want the hardiest chemical peel that you have. I want to remove the whole surface layer of my skin because you're looking for those really quick, immediate gratification results. The problem is that when we're introducing these really hardy treatments so close to the big day, we, one, of course, risk compromising your skin's barrier, but also sometimes there are things, especially if you're acne prone, that are lingering under the surface that are waiting for an excuse to act up. When we're exfoliating, having hardy exfoliation, we are bringing those impurities up. So, of course, we don't want to cause any negative responses or adverse reactions so close to your celebratory day. So the treatment that I'm going through today is going to be ideal for the individuals that want that immediate gratification, but buildable long-term results, and also for the individual that likes to keep their hands busy. So if you are someone that just loves working on their skincare, this is a really lovely protocol for you. So we're going to be talking about the MyoLift Triwave. So that is this right here. Now, I have used the Triwave before, yes, but this was the first time that I have used it so regularly, day after day. And it's because I was kind of getting the wheels turning and thinking about how can we have a sustainable corrective protocol that is going to be kind to your skin and also deliver those results that you're looking for. And that's where the Triwave really comes into place. So I have used the Triwave 5 days in a row now. This today and tomorrow are going to be my rest days. So, and then we'll start the process all over again. So I did take a before photo and I'm excited for next month, hopefully to show you guys that side by side. So ultimately for me, the one thing that I'm looking to address in my skin for the next month is really this area here. So a double chin, of course, in 2020, like everyone else, I learned how to make sourdough and I took advantage of that. So that is definitely a contributing factor, but mostly a double chin is caused by stagnation. And so the one thing that is going to help to address that long term, really important here, is actually going to be the Rejuve setting on the Triwave. Now the Rejuve setting, yes, helps with the movement of lymph, but it also ultimately helps to address stagnation in the skin and getting that blood flow and movement of lymph so that we can decrease that puffiness in the skin and that underlying inflammation in the skin. So that's actually what I worked on last night. When I started this, I wanted to have something really streamlined, and I was really amazed at how simple this actually worked out to be. And there's even further customization that you can have outside of the protocol that I'm going to share with you today. But this is a really great place to start. This is also great if you have a Triwave and you're curious about what to do. So without further ado, on day one, what I did was what we refer to as a passive treatment. So on day one, this is where you really want to set yourself up for success. So what I mean by that is you want to make sure that you're starting off with a nice exfoliation. This, of course, is going to rid your skin of any dull, dead skin cells and help for your products to penetrate much better. So I started off by exfoliating. This on this particular day, I used an enzyme treatment. I used the Neogenesis Enzyme Cream Mask. And then following that, I used the Hop 24 karat gold volumizing sheet mask. So for a passive treatment, you're going to need a sheet mask of choice. You're going to need round electrodes and then rectangular electrodes, just one of each. So, and I have two favorite sheet masks. We have plenty to choose from, but the 24 karat gold volumizing sheet mask is just such a gem. Talk about immediate gratification. You take this off and your skin just looks plump and juicy, and it's instantaneously satisfying. But so what you're going to do after you exfoliate well, so you're going to cleanse, exfoliate really well, apply your sheet mask of choice, and then what you're going to do is take your round electrode and place that on your forehead above the sheet mask, so right on top. And then you're going to take the rectangular one and you're going to place that on the chest. Now, what's really wonderful about the Triwave is it actually has a conductivity bar. So you can see that you're properly conducting. So we can see right here, this bar is blank, and it's because we're not doing a treatment right now, so it's not conducting. When this bar is full black, then it shows you that your treatment is working. If you have this on and you see that you're not properly conducting, sometimes you can just take a little bit of conductive gel and apply that under the rectangular pad right here, and that'll get it working just beautifully. So what's really wonderful about doing this passive treatment is that you're, once again, just really setting your skin up for success for the remainder of that week. So what I did was 20 minutes on Rejuve. So when you start up your Triwave, you'll see that it automates for 5 minutes here, or excuse me, it automates for 20 minutes here. But you can reduce this time. Personally, I just find that a passive treatment is so relaxing, so I just kick back and let it go for the full 20, but you can make it so easy on yourself, and you really just need 5 to 10 minutes. So that is day one. Day one, passive treatment with the sheet mask on Rejuve. Day two, and we're kind of just working down the face, so to speak. Day two is where we're taking our forehead mask. So, just as a quick demonstration, the Triwave is so simple to use. This is going to connect to the back of the Triwave here, and then you'll see that you have two connectors. And just as simple as this, quite literally connects to either side. This peels off and goes directly onto the forehead. You don't need conductive gel for this. If it happens to feel a little bit active on the area, it does for me at times, especially around the lips when I'm working on that, then you could apply a little bit of conductive gel, but conductive gel is not necessarily. And so for the forehead, what you're wanting to do is use the mode erase. So when we're talking about the different settings, I suppose I'll backtrack here a little bit. We were talking about Rejuve really stimulating that movement of lymph, but it also recharges and retrains the lymphatic system at a cellular level. So when we talk about gua sha, when we talk about cupping, that is really wonderful for addressing trapped lymph and getting that moving. But even though the results are really wonderful, they're short-lived by a few hours. Whereas Rejuve, again, at the cellular level is helping to address this. So you get long-term buildable results, which is really fantastic. Now, when it comes to educate is strengthening the underlying muscles of the skin. So educate is going to be really wonderful for the jowl line in really helping to strengthen and lift this here. Now, erase is what we're predominantly going to be using today in tandem with Rejuve. And it's because when we think about the forehead, right, we're holding all of this tension right here. So think of erase like a nice stretch, a really nice stretch for these areas and really helping to relax those areas of tension. So what we're going to do is use erase on this area with the forehead pad for as little as 5 minutes. Again, the actual device automates for 20 minutes. You could let it go for that long, but it really isn't entirely necessary. On day 3, what we're going to do is the eye mask. So the eye mask is really wonderful and it's quite large, as we can see. So I look like a superhero. We can see it covers a really large area, which is fantastic because if you are concerned and have really pesky under eye puffiness, and especially under eye dark circles, then you're going to want to do this eye treatment. So what you're going to do is start again with 5 minutes of erase and then 5 minutes of rejuve, and that's really going to help to clear out this area. I can't tell you how many clients we've had that are so concerned about under eye puffiness and especially dark circles, and it's pretty difficult to manage. Again, when we're looking for those long-term benefits, because under eye dark circles have a tendency to have a little bit of a rebound effect. They always come back, but this is going to help to keep that at bay. So 5 minutes on erase and then 5 minutes on rejuve to help clear all of that out. Now, from there, day 4, now we are at the lips. So this might just be me personally, but I do know that a colleague of mine says the same thing. The lips feel a little bit spicy. I feel like I can feel the current a bit more on my lip area in particular. So it's not uncomfortable necessarily, but to make it more comfortable for myself, I find that I personally keep the intensity at about 175. So that's on the level 1. And then I apply a little bit of conductive gel underneath it, and that just helps to take away a little bit of that stingliness that I feel with the lip. When it comes to microcurrent, it's not necessarily something that you want to feel. So I know we have plenty of clients out there that feel like if I don't feel it, then it's not working. And that's not the case when it comes to microcurrent. So if you're having a lot of really intense zapping, then lower down the intensity of your device because it's totally unnecessary to feel that way. But you're going with the lips, you're again going to do just 5 minutes of erase. Now, a common question is like, well, why wouldn't I want to strengthen this? Well, so these buccal muscles right here are our little frowny muscles. This is what contributes to this downturn. So we don't want to strengthen that. Again, we want to help to release that tension and give this area a really nice stretch so that we have this really lovely plump area. Now, nasolabial folds are another huge concern that we get from clients. It's one of the most common things that we get. And really, really pronounced nasolabial folds are indicative of poor lymphatic movement. So again, using the rejuve setting is a really wonderful way to help address this. So we can start with erase for 5 minutes and then go in with rejuve again. And then on the 5th and final day is where we're going to bring in the gel mask. So for the gel mask, what we're going to want to do is apply this in 5 minutes of educate. Again, we want to strengthen this area, really bring some nice lift and definition. And then we're going to do 5 minutes of rejuve. Every single one of these mask steps can take you as little as 5 to 10 minutes. I really just wanted to put together an easy, digestible protocol for you guys to follow on a weekly basis. So you have 5 days of Triwave use with 2 days of relaxation, and then you can start all over again. The the Triwave can also be used with so many other microcurrent accessories. So if you've been doing this, let's say for a couple of weeks and you want to take it up a notch, then we absolutely have other accessories like the Onmo Lift, for example, that can be used for just further customization and definition that you're looking for. But again, this is just for the individual that wants to keep their hands busy before the big day and really get those immediate gratification but long-term buildable results. So that's it, my friends. I hope that this is helpful. We're getting really close to the big day. And so I'm really excited for next month because we will have a very special guest with us leading up to the big day. So make sure to tune in next month for episode 5 of the 6-month Glow Up series. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.